This right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a trailer that is loaded for bear. Well, it's not really loaded for bear, it's loaded for trees. I don't know, is there any attachments that we own that I don't have on this thing? Think about it. I got another tree puller, but there's a tree puller on here. We've got a bucket of tree puller, bale spears, pallet forks, skid steer mower, and grapple.
There's a bigger bucket.
There's bigger bucket. She's pretty loaded down. This is going to be episode 1 of maybe 3 parts of doing a little bit of land improvement projects here in Jerome. One of my landlords, Miss Marjorie, bought a piece of ground here in Jerome, and this spring actually we did a video here putting in an entrance on this piece, and we'll do a little drone flyover for you guys. But there was that entrance, cards up in the top somewhere about putting that entrance in there. Colt lovingly calls this the like the deer, the whitetail buck, whitetail buck saloon, whitetail buck brothel farm.
Brothel,
yeah. He calls it the whitetail buck brothel farm.
Yeah.
He sat there for an hour or two one day just watching some whitetail deer, doing some whitetail deer.
Like.
Whitetail deer reproduction. My land manager, Mr. Matt Mann, on this piece of property from Iowa Land Sales and Farm Management, has turned me loose on doing a little bit of land improvement on this project. Land improvements, if you haven't watched this channel, are the scratch that itches my itch, or itch, the scratch.
Tank tang with a bart will do? Is that what you said?
What?
Tank tang with a bart will do. That's what it sounded like.
The cowboys, I swear, they're a different breed. You don't understand what they like. I speak a little weird, you speak really weird. But anyways, so if you haven't watched this channel, you guys do know that I love land improvement projects. I love fixing up farms, drainage tile, tree removal, just overall, I really enjoy doing it. So we got a little bit of a project going on. We have already started on this project, which you guys have seen when I introduced you to the recent purchase, the Deere 135C RTS. I bet that says like rear tail swing. I don't know. It means something. Got that going on. Introduced you to that. Pulled out some trees. My dad was using the skid steer yesterday, so we didn't have the skid steer, but we've got it now. About time to get to work. Probably this episode we'll work on cleaning up what we've done so far today. A little bit of dirt work to get where I want to take the tiles. Probably episode 2 will encompass the tiling of where we're going to put tile on this farm, and then episode 3, it's not in this video, we'll continue to talk about clearing out the tree, the fence line. Fence line's the lowest one on my priority list, trying to prioritize where we're going. Getting the pipe in the ground is the biggest priority. Hopefully we can get it done. Hey, you want to just take that down?
Can the tree puller be the first thing we need?
Yeah, but we're gonna need this, so you'd rather have it just take it down, just shuttle it down there real quick. So, and then the last one will be the dozer work. If there is a dozer work here, I don't know if I'll get. I don't have a trailer to move my dozer, and I don't have a trailer to move my dad's dozer, and my dad's using his dozer. So how I'm gonna get all the dozer work done, I'm not sure. It might just be skid steer work, which what I'm building, I'm not building any massive terraces right now. So realistically, I could scoop dirt, tear it, and skid steer. I can move a lot of dirt in a day with the skid steer. Would be nice to have the dozer here, but I need to find a trailer before I can do that. So that's what we're thinking, Blue Dog. Yeah. I do have a load of pipe coming here, supposedly around 10 o'clock, but let's put the drone up in the air and do a quick flyover, check out the overall layout of this project. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button to get the video going. Dang near close to 70,000 if we haven't hit that. So we appreciate everybody, and yeah, let's get to work. Okay, a couple of these shots are going to be from actually still harvest time when I flew my drone during that time. But you can see this is what I'm calling Tree Island right there. We wiped that out pretty early, but there's the pond that we'll be working on later on in the video. This is a big waterway right here that you'll see again a little bit later where a lot of water is running down into. And then as we come up forward, here's where the entrance was put in this year. And then also the tree lines along the front. This is drone footage from currently when we were working on the project. This is the tree line to the north. Some of those trees were removed. If you watched that video of the entrance, I put the entrance in the wrong spot or didn't know where it was going. This is the tree line to the south. There are a lot of big trees in there. And later on in the video, you can see we're kind of struggling with those. We chat about how we're struggling with those. This is a little catalog that we're going to try and get taken out of there. You can actually see where some of the trees that I've already grubbed on along a fence. There's a fence line there dividing two fields we tried to take out. Looping back around, here's the pond, taking out the fence line along one of the ponds there to clean it up. Tree Island is up there in the middle of your screen. That one's been ripped out, and then taking out the trees in these waterways. What we're doing is trying to get out the trees that are anywhere near where the mains will be going in at. We want to take care of those immediately so that we can turn around and start putting the pipe in the ground. Um, and right there is Tree Island was one of those because there's going to be a terrace right there. And then we're looping back up towards this big waterway where a lot of water is coming down into. This has a couple of erosion spots cutting through the field that we really want to get taken care of. There's going to be two mains that come up along the edges of this waterway right here. A couple of trees were removed out of the waterway. That was actually on the introduction video of where the excavator was getting shown to you guys. You can actually see the tree hole right there that was removed. Here are the cuts that we're going to be trying to stop, get taken care of. Just kind of running all the way up the field. And then as we look here, here's one of the biggest washouts that I'll ever have to deal with or I have ever dealt with yet. We're going to take care of it. That way, maybe we can farm up along the edge of the fence line there instead of it just growing brush and trees. Right here is this horseshoe terrace or curved terrace. You can see in the middle there's another wash that we're going to try and take care of, and you can actually see where the water is coming off the flat and actually cutting through the terrace there. And that's what depositing all this water into one place, causing all these washes. That's something that we're gonna really try and fix up.
You have to study for yourself. Hey, you got any words of wisdom, boy? Locks the doors, rolls the windows down. That's about all he's good for. Excavator. Coming in clutch, just like the dirty windshield you're looking through. We have been here running this thing for, I'd say, small hour probably. 45 minutes probably be more like it. We got some brush knocked down here. If there's any of you still looking for a Christmas tree, we're gonna have some in a pile. You come pick out your Christmas tree. Pre-cut. Needles, most of the loose needles are probably gonna be already off. So you won't have those laying on your floor. So that'd be probably pretty nice too. Just a little food for thought. While he's doing a little bit of improvement here on this farm, you guys should leave a comment below. Let him know that he probably should hire S&S soil sampling plug, even though that's not the company's name. It's actually S&S Soil Works, to come do some soil sampling out here because, man, it's gonna need it. You're gonna do all this work with these trees and stuff like that. Might as well know what your fertility is in your soil, you know?
Brinsko delivery man called at 9:42. Said he'd be here in half an hour. So that'd be 6 minutes from now. So I'll go get ready for him. I think you guys will like how the tile gets delivered, rolls off of there. So we'll make a trip up and show you. I'll take out a few trees up here along the entrance as I wait. There's my tile now. Loaded Brinsko. They literally back up, slam on their brakes, and let the tile roll off. You guys will see this. It's cool. I think it's cool. I'm weird though. No, just mainly. Here we go. Oh, we all have but one. You're gonna have to give that one a little juice. There she goes. Boom. So we pretty much have the part of the pond fence grubbed out that we were going to grub out. Here, let me stick out the window. You guys see? And Colt started to grapple and carry stuff. Normally I probably wouldn't be sitting here, but it's Colt's first time moving this stuff, so just kind of hanging around, making sure that he's getting the hang of it, which it sounds like he is. And then we'll move on. So I'm just trying to help drag the trees into like little piles. Not the most efficient thing for me to be doing right now, but again, training, I guess. And it's good practice for me to try and get better at grabbing these trees with the grapple. It's like I'm getting better at it. It's practice for me too, or training for me too. I really don't like putting those out in the field because that's just flat tire central right there. But what do you do? Same thing. See, this is where I want.
I am losing a battle with the tree right now, and it's irritating me. All these trees right here are all gone, except for this side. That right there. That is a tough son of a gun. And or probably a little bit too big for my tree pulling operation I've got going on here. But stay tuned, I'll get it out. Just like that, you know what they say. Cowboys always win. Except for we're gonna have to get a farmer with a backhoe to come, not a backhoe, that thing, to come dig a hole to get that damn stump out of there. Other than that, got him.
We got it. I can't believe that I got that thing down. Make sure I don't hit bullets here. That is a root ball. Woo! Feeling kind of tipsy though. Bigger than the ditch. here on this terrace that's there, it's been blown through. Obviously you can see the wash right there. I'm going to pull a pipe up through that, but I need to be able to get the excavator, not the tile plow. I need to be able to get the quad track and the Soil Max tile plow up through it. So I need to make it so it's not like a crevasse or ravine. So just gonna strip it out real quick and make it a nice place to drive through. Sorry if this camera's been rattling. I think the mount's a little loose. I'm gonna fix that, I promise. But here, I know I talked about this in the, I'm gonna hold on to you guys so it doesn't rattle. Hopefully that helps. I know that in the beginning in the drone footage, I talked about this curved horseshoe real quick, and you guys just saw me actually talk about digging it. But my GoPro died, so we didn't dig it. All I did was just dig through the berm here, and I got an outlet down there as well. And then I kind of dipped out this terrace here to give it a little more height. And realistically, there's a lot of dirt right here that I could even steal too if I need to. But my hope is that I just threw it up onto the terrace. So then I'll try and rework this so that this becomes like a steep face farmable back terrace right here. I think this spot right here really needs to have 3 inlets. The one down there that we just talked about. Then there's one drawing right here and another one drawing right there. And you can see that it is eroding right down here at this corner. There's actually 2 places that it's eroding heavily, and we'll walk up to the other one. But there's an erosion ditch that we're going to try and fix up and not let it erode anymore. So kind of just have keep the wraparound terrace. My guess is that was built a long time ago, so people would build like land terraces where they direct the water to like go down a waterway in like a certain spot. I don't have any examples of that, otherwise I'd tell you that, but yeah, hope if that makes sense. Colt was busy back here. He got this corner cleared out. Bandit's checking it out, making sure everything's copacetic. We will put an outlet here, and we're going to run an outlet up this draw right here, eroding away right down here. All that's just water basically from all that area just getting dumped into one spot. So if I can control that, we're going to stop the washes and make this a little more farmable. But talk about, holy smokes, this is going to be a challenge, because that right there is a 6-foot ravine. So that'll be the first one I'll have ever done if I can get that fixed up. So we'll stay tuned on getting that one done. Another waterway that we're going to be going up, you can see that there's a little bit of cut running right through there. It's not bad, but my plan is about 120 feet, so 2 planter passes away from the fence line, put an inlet right where the water's starting to run down. That should slow. I might just put 1 in, see how that handles things, and then just a little farm overable bump right there to try and stop the water from cutting, and then outline this waterway right here with a few pipes to try and keep her intact. Colt's been getting used to the little grapple, trying to get things cleared up here. That tree line's not working with him very well. He's getting the hang of it. When you get new tools, just like the excavator, it takes a little while to get used to the feel of knowing what's the best way to grab something, how much you can grab. He said he was on his noggin once. He had her all tipped up after he went over hump. I know what that's like. I've done it. It's fun. And it moved. Hey Colt, just drive forward and spin that way. If you remember one of the times that we fixed the combine, one of them or whatever, Colt was saying something about how this is why God made horses and cows or something like that. I'd like to see a horse do that. That there is why God made skid steers. So that's gonna end it for this video. This project in this point in time is getting close. I don't know if we're gonna get everything done or not. Excavator ends up having some issues, my fault. Broke a fitting on it, and it's gonna take a little time. You guys will see that when that video gets to it. We're having some issues with the skid steer. We had to have a bobcat show up, but we're trying to get this brush cleaned up here, and I mean there's a lot of it. So we're trying something out with a dump truck here. But that's the project that's coming on. A lot of work to be done in the next videos. We put in a lot of tile and really shaped this place up. So thanks for hanging out with us. That's the end of this one. See you in the next one.